Can you say 21? 21? 21. How old are you?
Good.
How old are you? Can you say I'm 1? What's your name? Piper. Can you count to 10?
1, 2, 3, 4,
5. What do you say? We are here for Piper's 21-month update. You know where her lovey is? Daddy is on a phone call, and we are going to Disney World tomorrow. What? This video is going to go up after we get back from Disney World, but I wanted to film this because she's 21 months today, and this is the only time we have to film it, unless I do it when we get back, and I have a feeling I'm going to be really busy when we get back. So, 21 months. 21 months. Anyways, Chris is on a phone call, so all 3 kids and the dog are in here with me. Hopefully we can get this video done, but as you guys know, if you guys watch these updates, they're always all over the place and always pretty hectic. So, and I also edit a lot of things out. First things first, Piper, if we wanted to potty train her, she could be potty trained. She doesn't like a diaper. She always wants to take her diaper off. She always wants to leave the diaper off once we've changed her. She likes to wipe herself. She likes to pull up her own pants. She's super independent like that. She'll throw a fit if she can't pull up her own pants on her own. What else? She tells us every time she goes pee-pee and poo-poo and wants us to change her right away. And she likes to sit on the potty as well a lot. So I feel like she could be potty trained, but a few people I've talked to and the pediatrician I've talked to said that most likely if they get potty trained this early, they'll have some sort of regression at some point, and I would just rather wait. Maybe once she turns 2 in July, I'll work on it.
She can be potty trained. Don't worry about them. They're just wrong.
Oh, I'm just saying she's showing many more signs than Jane ever did and Jackson ever did, especially this young. She is talking so much, and a lot of people on the vlogs even mention, like in the comments, how much she's talking. I think it's just because she has 2 other older siblings who are around her age that are talking so much as well. And obviously Chris and I talking to her, we're both home with them during the day. With Jane, I remember having like the books, like 100 first word books, and we would go through the book and we'd point to the things, we'd teach her how to say the words, and then obviously she picked up words as she went on. But I have not, I feel terrible, but I've not done that with Piper. We have 1 book in her room that she likes to point to things, but I have not sat down with her too much, at least, or as much as I did with Jane and Jackson, to review words or colors or anything. And that's another thing. She knows most of her colors. She has just learned that on her own. I don't know if Piper or Jane taught her, or just like us talking. I think a lot of it has to do, not trying to toot my own horn or anything, but I think a lot of it has to do with how I talk to the kids. Okay. Anyways, like I was saying, I think a lot of it has to do with how I talk to the kids. I explain everything that I'm doing, like, we're gonna buckle you in your car seat. Let's go get in the car. Let's do that. I think some people's personality is just to be quiet and they don't talk much, which is fine. But I think the fact that I say, like, okay, we're gonna put our shoes on, we're gonna eat breakfast, we're having toast, like I point to all the foods, what we're having to eat. I point at it and I say what it is. I'll say this is a red strawberry, not every time we eat, but I'll explain things and I describe things as well. So I think that has to do with their vocabulary. I'm not sure, but the fact that all 3 of mine talked very early and a lot, I think that might be some of it. Some of it is also their personality, which is also a little update on Piper. Her personality is one of a kind. I feel like Jane and Jackson were very similar in wanting to be super independent and just very confident. And Piper is the same way. She's very independent to an extent. Like I said, she wants to pull up her own pants. She doesn't want to sit in a booster seat. She doesn't want to sit in a high chair. She wants to kind of be like the big kids. She wants to get things on her own. She wants to try to open up snacks on her own. Independent in that way, but I also feel like she is super stubborn, and so that kind of contributes to it too. She is very, very stubborn, and I don't know how to parent that correctly yet. She will scream and throw a fit until she gets what she wants. And I feel like Jane and Jackson screamed and threw fits as well, but they could easily be talked down from their fits or talked down from crying about something, and Piper cannot. She will continue and continue and continue until she gets what she wants. For instance, I feel like this is already all over the place. I'm going from like one thing to another, but another update is that she is obsessed with her Passy and her Lovey. And okay, Jackson and Jane both love their loveys as well. They do not sleep without their loveys. They like to take their loveys when we go on vacations, things like that. But I've always had a rule, no Passy outside of the crib or the car seat, and no lovey out and about, like at stores and in the car, because I don't want to lose them. The whole Passy thing is more of, I don't want them to be sucking on a Passy all day long, and I feel like that would restrict them from talking as well. I haven't been able to do that with Piper. She is obsessed with both, and she will whine. See, she's a Passy, and she will whine and cry until she has both of those. She will keep saying Passy, Passy, Passy. She'll maybe stop for 2 minutes, and then she'll keep saying Passy, 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 until we give it to her, because we can't hear her say it anymore. Or for instance, the other night I had given her a cookie. She ate the cookie, and then she asked for another cookie, and I said, nope, you're only having one. And okay, hang on 1 second. If you're good during this video, you can have a cookie, okay? We put her in the bathtub. She kept mentioning the cookie, 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 cookie. Then she played with Jane a little bit in the bathtub for like 5 minutes, and then started talking about the cookie again. And she did not stop talking about the cookie until she went to bed. And she just didn't forget that's what she wanted. So I feel like I just did a whole bunch of updates all in one. Her talking, her stubbornness, and her love for her Passy and her Lovey. They're just intense. Also, Piper this month and a little bit last month has been starting to show interest in princesses and loving the princesses. Mainly, she has some hand-me-downs from Jane, some pajamas that have the princesses on them, and she loves those pajamas, and then it's kind of stemmed from there. See, she's holding a princess. What princess is that? Who is this?
Ariel.
Ariel, good job. She's really enjoying, which is fun because we are going to Disney World tomorrow, and I feel like this is the first time that she's gonna recognize some of the princesses, and so that's really fun. She loves Minnie Mouse still. That's something that she's loved for months and months. With her talking a lot, she's also joining in on the nighttime prayer, nighttime song, and the dinner table blessing, like when we bless our food before we eat, which is really cute. It's always fun when the whole family can say the blessing. So that's just a little fun update. Also, Piper has been referring to herself in the first person, I think, or third person. I don't know. She'll say, Piper cried. And then she'll start laughing. And then she'll also start laughing, and then I'll say, what's so funny? And she'll say, Piper's funny. She's also starting to do, if we say like, why are you crying? She'll say, because, and then something. And Jackson, I don't remember Jane doing that too much, but that was a big thing with Jackson, like, because, and then they'll explain, which is so funny and so cute. Oh, I already mentioned that she knows most of her colors, which is fun. She is super, this has to do with her personality as well. She's very, very outgoing and not shy, but also a huge mama's girl. So she wants to be with me all the time. She wants me to hold her all the time. She wants to be on my lap all the time. She will go to other people. She still likes to be held. I know that was an update last month. She likes to be held even if it's not by me. If somebody will hold her, she'll be happy. But if I'm in the room, she'd rather it be me, which makes me feel good. But like I said before, I also have a lot to do. So she seems to always want to be held around dinner time. She's escaping our video. She seems to always want to be held around dinner time or like the worst times possible. But I'm trying to soak it in because I know any day now that's probably going to change. She'll always be a mama's girl, I'm sure. But she won't always want me to hold her. She won't always want to sit on my lap. So I'm trying to soak it all in. Hi, sweet. Yep, she's telling me she poo-pooed. Do you need it? Okay. Do you need a diaper changed?
Poo-poo.
Yeah, poo-poo.
Yeah, go potty.
Yeah, she has to go potty. Oh, but like I was saying, she's a huge mama girl, but she will wave to anybody, say hi to anybody, go up to anybody, talk to anybody. So she's super friendly and outgoing as well, and not very shy. This is a kind of funny update, which I've never really talked about in the other updates. I don't think about like some foods that the kids love. She is obsessed with gummies, which are like just like little fruit chews. Jackson, she's always asking for gummies. If she's like tired or slightly hungry, or we ask her if she wants a snack, it's always asking for gummies. And it's always helpful because her vitamins are gummies, and so we say, you want some gummies every morning, and she gets her two gummies. But that's her favorite food right now for sure. That is it for our update. Like I said before, I have 2 more things: Passy, Lovey, and always wants to be held, which I've already mentioned. But she is just turning into such a little girl. She is playing more with the older 2, and just every day is something different, and her communication is just amazing. So Piper, you want to come say bye?
Bye.
Come here.
Bye.
I hope you guys enjoyed this video. They want us to, they can't see you. Look.
Bye.
Take your passy out. Take your passy out.
Bye.
Say bye-bye. Say subscribe. Say thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
And we'll see you in our next video.
Bye.